in the NBL since day one, way back on August 25, 2018. All right, we got a three-point shot from the supreme leader, Fidel Castro. They need more of that because it's still a 5-point lead for Parañaque Smile 360. And we're reaching the halfway mark of the first quarter. Rosero, if her teammate fakes the handoff, Rosero now posting up, Lontok, turnaround, Vincent, yes! Oh, all right. So he's also into archery. Mayo to the corner. This time unsuccessful for Castro. Ball is loose, it will go the way of the Whites of Parañaque. Look at this replay here. Rosero, this is what I said. You know, Rosero just taking advantage of his length. Ow! Oh, that arrow really flew, huh? Could feel the arrow fly. Okay, Mark Ordonez is a new player for Taguig. He has replaced Harvey Subrabas, so expect the complexion of the game to change for Taguig. Of course, Subrabas and Ordonez, two contrasting styles of playing the guard position. Meanwhile, Galit continuing his rampage. It's now 16-9. During the 5-minute mark of this first quarter. And traveling, oh, that's the second travel now on the Generals. Well, you can say so far this first quarter has evolved very fast. Not much fouls, not much stoppages. Right, you can say very entertaining game and very fitting because this is a world-class venue that we're playing in, and this gym, this West Arena was inaugurated back in 2021. That was because, you know, before the game, I went around the place, did some exploring, so I read the commemorative marker at the lobby. Okay, first foul there on Kirante Pajarillo. So this is the first substitution for Parañaque. Jomar Catarbas will come in for Angelo Obuyes. But of course, expect Obuyes to come back later. He'll just catch his breath. Sampurna. Oh, look at that. Look at Sampurna just evade the defense. And you can say somewhat of a matador defense there for Parañaque. They just let Sampurna slice through. So now finding Taguig in double figures. 11 after almost 8 minutes of action. This is not exactly the scoring pace that we're used to seeing of Taguig. And actually, you know, in fact, not just Taguig, but perhaps the entire NBL. Oh, here's a steal by Ordonez. Ordonez back to Sampurna, and Sampurna could not complete. Galit, no. Rebound now, Generals. Oh, Mayo! But the layup does not cooperate. Fast-paced action, Catarbas. Inside, and Rosero will not disappoint. Chuck up the assist for Jomar Catarbas. So Catarbas, fresh into the game, already a positive contribution, 1 assist. That will surely raise his efficiency. 20-11, 9-point lead for Parañaque. Ordonez. Jumper. No. It falls into the hands of the waiting Galit. Galit. And ball stay with Parañaque. Meanwhile, more substitutes coming in for Smile 360. But before that, this is what I'm talking about. Matador defense by Parañaque. They just allowed Sampurna to slice through. Okay, Yarves will sit down, and at least 3 new players coming in for Parañaque. Okay, Madera will replace Rosero. This is the second game of Madera. Okay, Madera did not play in their first 2 games. Mayo. To the cutter, no. Mayo recovers, but it's won by Parañaque. Okay, Parañaque will do the half-court set. Jumper, no. And no white shirt there for the rebound. Ordonez will slow it down. I guess Taguig wants to get control of the tempo. They want to dictate. Kick out. Natividad. Natividad. Stops and pops. Yes, using the glass. Of course, Natividad, in their previous game, he scored 20. Yes, he scored 20 of his 23 points, all in the fourth quarter, including the winning baskets. That was really a performance for the ages for Natividad. Meanwhile, Mayo, ball is tapped from behind and it will stay with the Taguig Generals. Okay, another new player coming in for Parañaque. Chris Alas is coming in. And also Santos will replace Mayo. Ordonez, no. Barbero is fouled underneath, and he will earn his points the hard way via the free throw stripe. So all eyes now on the rookie, Leon Barbero. And look at the intensity on the face of Mark Eugene Madera. Okay, first one for Barbero is good. So one more for Leon. Of course, talking about Madera, he should really help the front line of Parañaque. Now, something that they missed in the first 3 games where he was absent. So 2 for 2 for Leon. They cost the time in Parañaque, but stolen. And a counter steal. And ball will go to Taguig. Of course, Sarmiento is asking for a challenge. But unfortunately, it is only the coach. It's only the head coach that can file the challenge. 2 minutes. 2-minute warning for the first quarter. Natividad. Oh, ball is stripped from his hands, but there's a foul. It's on Catarbas. So sideline inbound for Dan Anthony Natividad. Ordonez popping out to Santos. Back to Santos. Natividad for 3. No. Ball is loose. Won by Gavilan. Gavilan is blocked and ball will stay. Yes, it's a clean block, but ball will stay with the Generals with 11 on the shot clock. So far, this first quarter has been an all Parañaque show. Santos, ball tap, won by Smile 360. Alas, season opening. Alas spinning in traffic, decides to pass at the last second. Play blows in his face. Ordonez, close serve, kicks out to Natividad. Natividad running shot, too strong. And referee says, oh, Parañaque ball. So nearing 1 minute to go in this you can say, very entertaining first quarter. A very fast-paced first quarter. To the corner. They give it to the post. And then active hands there by the Generals, forcing a loose ball at whistle halts play. So you can say more of a frustration foul there for Benedict Remolacio. Yeah, that's right. Benedict with the letter V, as in victory. That's how he spells his name. Gavilan. Oh, passing to the wrong person. Catarbas. All energy. Look at that. How many spins did Catarbas make before he went to the basket? And now Madera announcing his presence with the 2 points. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first 2 points of Madera in the NBL this tournament. Madera was scoreless in his debut last weekend. But of course, he did a lot of things aside from scoring. I mean, he did rebounds, played defense, and screens. Foul on Jason Sarmiento. 11.7 seconds left, so no more shot clock. Possible last offensive here for Taguig. Natividad decides to give it to Ordonez. Game clock winding down to 7 seconds. It's with Natividad. Natividad. And Natividad is fouled by Madera. And look at that expression on Madera. He cannot believe that he was assessed a foul. So Parañaque's in the penalty. That will send Natividad to the 15-foot line. And that also means that there's a possibility that Parañaque can have the last say in this opening quarter. First one is good for Natividad. So Taguig inching close on your screen there. Coach Benito Bing Victoria. Second one for Natividad. Wrestling underneath. All right, possible last play here. Baseball pass. Catarbas. Catarbas is smothered by the defense. And let's see. Okay, no foul. So that ends the first quarter. Our score is 22-17. A 5-point lead for Parañaque Smile 360. Of course, a good start by Parañaque, anchored of course on the good plays of Angelo Obuyes. That's right, Obuyes was scoring from all angles. Meanwhile, a little bit of resistance there from Fidel Castro. But still, it has been an all Parañaque show. Nice turnaround by Vincent Rosero. Yes. Of course, they're just trading baskets, but then again, a good cushion there established by Parañaque. And again, look at that, a one-hander by Vincent. That's the score, 22-17, and we'll be back for the second quarter. Stay with us, please. On your screens, of course, it has been the policy here in the NBL Pilipinas to collect all communication devices of both teams. And of course, this is to ensure that the game will be played with the highest level of integrity and credibility. And of course, to give you basketball that only the NBL can deliver. On your screens there, a new player coming in for Parañaque, Dwight Sagigit. Of course, Dwight played sparingly in their previous game, and he even sat out their second game, their home game at San Dionisio. Dwight arriving in street clothes that day. Natividad. And an interception by Parañaque. Counter interception by Santos. Barbero, long three. It had a good line, but okay, so referees rule a 24-second shot clock violation. So that will mean an inbound for Parañaque. On the screens there, Coach Bing Victoria, his first assistant coach Christopher Villamayor. But a good job, even if Taguig is trailing, they're doing a good job of preventing Parañaque from, pulling away. But still, the important thing is Parañaque has controlled this ball game. All alone, no defense, too strong. Ordonez now. Ordonez decides to apply the brakes. Barbero jumper, yes. Of course, if you're just joining us, yes, that's the first basket of the second quarter. Let's look at some quick numbers from that first quarter. Again, our score there, 22-17. Leading the way for Parañaque, we've got J.R. Galit and Vince Rosero with 6 points apiece, and also Obuyes with 5. On the other hand, Taguig, they've been powered by the 6 points of Sampurna, and also 4 points from Natividad off the bench. And then the shooting clip, look at that, 26% only for Taguig. 6 out of 23. You compare that to this very robust 10 out of 22, 45% shooting by Parañaque. Of course, rebounds almost the same, 15 to 14. And another big stat here for Parañaque from that first quarter, 8 assists compared to only 4 for Taguig. So that goes to show the teamwork of Parañaque Smile 360. Hey! Kirante Pajarillo, yes. All right, got his name right. Kirante Pajarillo with the basket. Underneath Santos, yes. So again, good movement without the ball by Santos. Good recognition by his teammates. Katarbas to the corner. Sagigi, that's his shot. Not yet. Well, I guess Dwight needs to heat up a bit. Madera. And Madera traveled. Yes. See, the thing about Madera there, he tried to introduce first his shoulder, and because of that, he slipped. Look at that, good recognition. That's the product of playing together for so long a time. You know, the big advantage of Taguig, the defending champs, their core is basically intact. Now, minimal changes only. Entering this tournament, no, they just gave a few changes. They put in a few rookies to replace some of their injured veterans. So we're talking here guys like team captain Kevin Oliveria and also big boy Suhalto Mamaluba. So if you're wondering, yes, the 2 games I mentioned, they are injured. And of course, we hope that they recover soon so their fans can watch them again. Meanwhile, Barbero continuing to shine. The rookie, performing very well. You can say that Barbero is taking over the slot vacated at the moment by Mamaluba because both are centers. They're both playing the center spot. And right now, you can say it's quite an upgrade considering that Barbero is a good offensive option. Look at that. Great pass. Look, how was Natividad able to, deliver that pass to his waiting teammate? Again, another product of familiarity, out playing together for the longest time. And we talk about longest time, the core of Taguig. They've been together since August 25, 2018. Now talking about guys like Dontok, Mayo, Sampurna, Subrabas. And then along the way, Coach Bing Victoria added a few pieces. Like this one, John Mark Gabilan, one of the younger players on the team. Barbero, Gabilan to Natividad. Barbero, top of the key. Ordonez has yet to shoot, and he is still scoreless. And ball will go out in favor of Parañaque. So Galit will be reporting back to duty. But before that, a timeout is called by Parañaque Smile 360. We'll be back for the rest of this game. Stay with us. On your screen there, that's the tail end of the huddle called by Parañaque Smile 360. Of course, we said earlier, J.R. Galit was at the forefront of the attack against the Kamsur Express. Unfortunately, they fell short in the end, but still, nothing but admiration for the effort shown by J.R. Galit against the Express. Look at that, 26 points, efficient 10 out of 13 field goal shooting. And now Galit is back. And they need his presence because don't look now, but the lead of Parañaque has been trimmed to 1 point. That's right, only 1 point. Sagigit? Yes! So a good timeout called there by Parañaque, and they get something positive out of it, a 3-point shot. So Sagigit restoring the 4-point lead for Smile 360. Natividad. Oh! And Azares, Christopher Azares was not ready to receive. Look at that. Coming off a timeout. Yes, you want something positive. You do not want to waste the timeout. And now Sagigit with a 3-point shot. Lead is up to 4, possibly even more. With this possession, jumper, no. Battle for it, won by the Generals. Azares to Barbero. Back to Azares. Gabiran. Barbero, he likes this shot, but not this time. And Almaden gets entangled. And referee Aquino halts play. Okay, he gives the sign for, and now we will review the video for the potential flagrant foul. Let's see what happened here. Okay, let's see that. Ow! Okay, we felt that. Even if it was a slow-mo, we felt that. Almaden, elbowing Gabiran on the face. Yes, actually on the cheek to be more specific. Let's see how the referees will assess that footage. Of course, again, here it is again. Slow motion. But, ooh, wow. Even if it's slow motion, you can really feel the impact on the jaw of John Mark Gabiran. Okay, so let's see how the referees will assess the situation. Let us wait for the official verdict. So it's Parañaque now sitting on pins and needles, awaiting the fate of Albert Almaden. Of course, Almaden is an important player. Oh, here it is. Okay. Foul on Gabiran. Okay. Okay. So a flagrant foul, penalty 1 on Almaden. So again, to recap the penalties, a ordinary foul on Gabiran, and then a flagrant foul, penalty 1 on Albert Almaden. So free throw time here for John Mark Gabiran. First one is too strong. Again, that's the Honorable John Mark Gabiran, the Sangguniang Kabataan Chairman of his barangay in Signal Village in Taguig City, of course. Split at the line for Chairman. So ball will stay with Taguig. Azares to Gabiran. Azares for 3. Oh, yes. Of course, Chris Azares, one of the seldom used players of Coach being Victoria. But the thing is, even if you're seldom used, when the coach calls your number, you have to be ready. And that is a perfect example there, exhibited by Christopher Azares. See? Look at that. Like what I said, you always have to be ready when coach calls your number. Christopher Azares. Yes. Gabiran. Mayo. Azares from a different angle. Same result. That's right, you heard it right. Back-to-back triples for Christopher Azares. He now has 6 points. Galit will drive, and he will draw the foul. Of course, J.R. Galit, easily one of the most contacted players. See, like here's what I'm saying, all right? Different angle, but same result for Christopher Azares. And of course, credit the unselfishness of his teammates. I guess they realize that Azares is feeling it, so might as well give it to him. At the line, Salvador, J.R. Galit. First one is no good. You know, and on the strength of those triples by Azares, the Generals are now on top 30-27. So now they're just down to 2. on that free throw by Galit. But then again, what a turnaround, sparked by those back-to-back triples by Christopher Azares. You can say the magic insertion there for Coach Bing Victoria. Azares, not this time, so he's now 2 out of 3. But look at that, Mayo with the offensive rebound and the turnaround, 2 points. Back to 4 points is the lead. Look at that, bench scoring, 19 out of 5. And in fact, if you look at it, Azares has more points himself than the entire Taguig bench. See, that's how deep Taguig is. You know, even their substitutes can be starters if Coach Victoria sees the need. And now Lontok asserting his presence underneath. And I'll say this so many times. So Lontok, pound for pound, inch for inch, probably one of the best centers here in the NBL Pilipinas. Yarves. Well, Yarves has been silent compared to last game. We have yet to see an explosion from John Laurel Yarves. So let's see. Foul is on Mayo. Second foul on Mayo. So now it's Rosero who will replace Almaden. And if you remember, some minutes ago, Almaden was assessed a flagrant foul, penalty 1 at the line. Kirante Pajarillo. And from my notes here, it says he is representing. Oh, by the way, before anything else, congratulations to the 7 lucky winners of our NBL Pilipinas official Spalding TF 1000 basketball. That's right. The names are on your screens there. We will contact you on how to claim your prize. And again, congratulations and enjoy the Spalding basketball. (34-30). Mayo faking the pass. Mayo stutters. Natividad hemmed in well by the defense. Castro, oh yes! Second triple in the game for the supreme leader, Fidel Castro. Oh, okay. So hold on Natividad is first. So it's another timeout called by Parañaque. And we'll be back after this break. Stay with us for more of the NBL. Look at that, Larry John Mayo against Tikas Kapampangan, 14.6 rebounds. Well, you can say usual numbers there for Mayo. And he really was a factor in that game. But again, you can say he laid the board. It was Natividad, Dan Natividad, who finished the job. Again, what a fourth quarter by Natividad last weekend at Coleo de Sebastian. Rosero renewing his acquaintances with Lontok. Instead, they kick it out. They strong drive, no. So you can see that Coach Victoria has returned the starting unit to go up against, well, yes, this is also, but yes, I guess, except for Dwight Sagigit, this is the starting 5 for Parañaque. So, okay, Yarves will sit down and also Sagigit. So, a fresh backcourt here, Sarmiento and, that's right, Sarmiento and Obuyes, fresh backcourt for Parañaque. Nice movement without the ball, but well read by the defense. Oh, steal! Rosero splitting the middle. No. Look at the resiliency of the defense of Taguig. They did not give up there. This time is a turn of Taguig to call a timeout. And we'll be back for more of your NBL. Alright, slice of the crowd here developing at the West Arena in Valenzuela City. Of course, expect this venue to be filled to the rafters later on for our second game between the home team, the Nickelheim Valenzuela Workhorse, against the visitors, Ticas Kapampangan. Of course, Vincent Rosero has been again a revelation in this tournament. Despite the woes of his team, he has been playing very well individually. Look at that, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks against the Express. Now hopefully, Rosero can translate this good statistics into wins. So Brabas is open. No. Battle for it. Won by Mayo. You always are amazed at the jumping of Mayo, but this time, oh boy, yes. Oh. So Sarmiento and Obuyes with a good connection. The fresh backcourt are doing wonders for Parañaque. Castro, Subrabas, baseline, one-handed shot, yes. So moral lesson there, you should deny the baseline. Do not give up the baseline. Look at the body control. Look at the body control of Galit. Able to recover control and get the 2 points. But then again, it's still a 5-point lead for Taguig. Still 5. Wow. You should really see the action underneath the hoop. Look at this. Good connection between the guards, Obuyes and Sarmiento. And then look at that. This is what I was talking about, the body control of Galit. Of course, you'll be surprised, somebody as muscular as J.R. Galit is also just as flexible. Yes. To do that, you need to do a lot of stretching to keep your body flexible. On your screens there, Coach Bing Victoria. Well, so far so good. I mean, on the part of Taguig, they were able to recover from that, you can say, slow start. And now the control of the game is in the hands of the Generals. But of course, Parañaque proving to be a tough customer, even in their previous games. Look at that. We discussed Vincent Rosero earlier, and now Vincent, making a sound like a genius. He does not disappoint. Oh, meanwhile, let's see, who's this? Ooh. Pajarillo is hurt. Hope he's okay. Foul is on Rosero, by the way. I guess they have to give medical attention to Pajarillo. Meanwhile, a challenge has been posted by Parañaque Smile 360. I believe this is regarding that last sequence involving Kirante Pajarillo. All right. So on your screens there, Coach Galicia trying to squeeze in some quick reminders to his team. So if you're joining us only now, the story here in this game is it has been a good start. It was a good start for Parañaque. They controlled a good portion of the first, all the way through the portions of the second quarter. But then again, Taguig woke up here in the second quarter. Of course, anchored on those back-to-back triples by subs to get back the lead. All right, let's look at the point of contention. Okay, so look, it looks like Mayo kicked. All right, he kicked or he planted a knee to the body of Pajarillo. See, look at that. More like a running knee. Yes. And then, of course, it landed smack into the rib cage of Pajarillo. Of course, obviously, Pajarillo got hurt. But it looks like Pajarillo's okay. That's nice. Probably got a little bit winded after that contact. Of course, let's wait for the decision of our referees. Here's another angle. Like what I said. No, look at, oh, there was a kick, like a flying kick. And then a knee. Okay. Somewhat of a late reaction there for Pajarillo. But then again, I mean, you get kicked and then you get kneed. Wow. Tough day at the office here for Kirante Pajarillo. Actually, I think he's still feeling it, huh? Of course, I understand Pajarillo is representing Barangay Marcelo Green. Yes, there are two players from Marcelo Green there in Parañaque, him and Stacy Balagtas. Of course, the players of Parañaque, they are representing the 16 barangays.
The challenge of
right, here's the result.
Smile 360 was successful.
Oh, okay. So it is a successful challenge
between number 0, LJ Mayo, his third foul, and number 10, Vince Rosero.
Okay, so the ruling is it's a double foul between Mayo and Vincent Rosero. So it will mean a jump ball. But then again, sometimes you take pity on Pajarillo. He was like the collateral damage in that sequence. But of course, it's part of the job. These are professional basketball players. So jump between Rosero and Mayo. Whoops. Re-jump. Yes. So even if Rosero is much taller and lengthier, of course, Mayo is known to be a higher jumper. Controlled by Taguig. Sampurna. To Mayo. Top of the key. Castro whipping it to Subrabas. Subrabas hit one shot like that earlier. Ooh! Mayo had dunk on his mind, but referee says no. No, that is goaltending, Mayo. Yes. Sometimes jumping too high is not good. See, look at this. So, yes, very clear. Very clear. Goaltending for Mayo. Okay. Sarmiento wants a clear out. Got it. He's a little bit too far. He's at the center circle. He needs to move closer to his comfort zone. Got it. Running shot. And he's smothered by the defense, but will stay with Parañaque. Of course, one credit to Parañaque. Even if they lost the lead, they're still able to stay within striking distance. And we'll talk more about that after this timeout called by Parañaque. Stay with us for more of the NBL. On your screens there, Mike Jefferson Sampurna. And like I mentioned earlier, he laid the foundation for their win against Tikas Kapampangan. Those 21 points of Sampurna and 9 rebounds, well, almost a double-double. 21 points of Sampurna, they were all produced in the first 3 quarters, yes. So Sampurna went scoreless in the 4th quarter, but then again, Natividad was simply El Fuego Okay, it's the turn of Coach Big Victoria and the Generals to file a challenge. So earlier we had a challenge filed by Parañaque. It was deemed successful. So let's see what will be the verdict for this challenge presented by Coach Bing Victoria with 57.2 seconds left. Yes. I mean, look, in that game against Tikas Kapampangan, Tikas came to within a point, 101 to 100. So they were just behind by a point. Then all of a sudden, not even that, it's a triple. Oh, okay. This time, it is an unsuccessful challenge for Taguig. Okay. Unsuccessful challenge. Wait a minute. We have a clarification here. Okay, yes. Okay, it was successful because our Coliseum announcer first announced an unsuccessful challenge. Yes, okay, it is a successful challenge, all right? So here's what happened. So ball goes out of bounds. Ball will now go the way of Taguig. Castro for three. Yes! Third triple in the game for the supreme leader, Fidel Castro. Sarmiento. They want it back. No. Subrabas, smallest guy, with the rebound. Mayo, bubbling a bit, recovers. Castro, cross court, Subrabas. Sampurna. Look at that, that's Sampurna. That's how much they respect Sampurna. He draws a triple team. And the ball almost hits me. Yeah. Meanwhile, a warning is given to Sarmiento for resentment to a call. Well, I guess we need this timeout, and we'll be back for the balance of this first half. There you see the timeout of Parañaque. Of course, the leading scorer of Parañaque in this tournament is Angelo Buyes, and he showed us why in the last game against the Camso Express over there at San Fernando, the Coleo de Sebastian Gym last weekend. 23 points, so you can say standard numbers for Ubuyes. And just like his teammates, for sure. Meanwhile, congratulations to our 7 winners of our Spalding TF1000 basketball. And if you see your name on the screen, please message the official NBL Pilipinas page on Facebook on how to claim your prize. And again, enjoy your Spalding basketball. Oh, wow. The game for Christopher Asares. And what a way to punctuate the first half. And then our score at halftime, Taguig, 46-36. We'll break it down, but before that, some highlights. Of course, the man of the moment, Christopher Asares, shock off the bench, hitting not 1, not 2, but 3 triples in this second period alone. Meanwhile, Ubuyes tried to hold the fort for Parañaque. Then also Galit the usual suspects for Coach Galicia. Castro also hitting from the outside. Meanwhile, here's the shot that ended the half. And that's a score. 46-36. We'll be back for more. And the third quarter. Stay with us, please. 46-36 is our halftime score. The defending champion, the Taguig Generals, enjoying a 10-point lead over the Parañaque Smile 360 Anti-Cervino here at the Wellness Entertainment Sports Arena in Valenzuela City. Look at the comparative numbers from the first half. Look at the three-point shooting, 6 out of 20 for Taguig. Of course, 3 of those courtesy of Christopher Azares. Compare that to the only 3 out of 9 for Parañaque. And then, of course, turnovers really hurting the cause of Parañaque. That's why Taguig was able to come back. Look at the hustle of Taguig. 13 second chance points compared to only 4 for Parañaque. And like what I mentioned earlier, the bench mob doing the trick for Taguig. 22 against 5. Of course, 9 of those, again, by Christopher Azares. Built to the strength of his three-point shots in that first half. Big second quarter comeback there for the Generals, of course, as expected. Azares leading all scorers with 9. Also Castro with 9. Then Barbero, Sampurdo with 6. On the other hand, Galit with 9. Rosero with 8. Obuyes with 7. So you can see here the stat earlier, the reserve scoring compared to the bench scoring. So again, Taguig simply showing its depth. That's why they're on top, 46-36. But of course, this game is far from over. A lot of basketball still in for us here in Valenzuela City. First game ever of the NBL in this city. So far, we've had a good show. Enjoying the action as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. On the screens there, the Parañaque Smile 360, also the Taguig Generals. The story, of course, the Parañaque Smile 360 controlling the first quarter, 22-17, and even way into the midpoint of the second quarter. Then that's when Chris took him the lead, and then his last triple, his third, set our score at 46-36. So that sets the stage for our third quarter. And like what I said, this game is far from decided. So please stay with us until the final buzzer, because you will never know what action you will miss here in the exciting NBL Pilipinas President's Cup. So looking at the characters on the floor right now, Coach Victoria has fielded his usual starting unit. And on the other hand, you can say also the same unit for Coach Galicia. And not exactly the way to begin the half. They throw the ball away. But they get control back. Lontok, and he will be given continuation. And Lontok getting it in the eye, but that's alright. He'll shake it off. Take a look at this last sequence. Oh wow, look at that. Lontok just came. He came from the weak side. And he completes the three-point play. So good start for Taguig here in this third quarter. 49-36. Yarves. Okay, Yarves has been, relatively silent in this game. But at the moment, John Yarves with only 3 points to his account. Oh, make that 5. Spoke too soon. I guess he heard us. So 5 points now for John Lore Vincent Yarves. Mayo. Oh, good recognition, unselfish play for Mayo, just hooking up with Lontok. So the two veterans. Oh, Rosero gets the 2 points back. Okay, on the part of Parañaque, they need stops. They cannot just trade baskets with Taguig. They need stops. They need to stage a run to make this game interesting. We are just underway in the third quarter, and Castro, 12 points for Castro, and that is his fourth three-point shot of the game. Obuyes, oh, he gets the 3 points back. So let's see, let's look for a stop here from Parañaque. Subrabas. Mayo, try his luck. No. Oh, look at, ball is loose. Oh, won by Castro. Castro whips it to Subrabas, and again, that is the favorite shot of Subrabas, so the one-hander from the baseline. Lead now of Taguig is up to 13. Falls on Sampurna. Here's that triple earlier by Obuyes in response to that triple by Castro. Meanwhile, like what I said, this has been the favorite shot of Subrabas. Rosero now, hand off to Yarves. Yarves is doubled, and ball bounces off the body of Benedict Remolacho. And Remolacho can only shake his head in disbelief. Castro with 12 points, all from 3-point distance. Castro to Subrabas. Subrabas, no look. Mayo. And the referee says foul is called. On Subrabas, yes. First on Subrabas, Subrabas getting entangled with Rosero on the rebound battle. It will mean an inbound for Parañaque. Remolacho will do the honors. It's with Obuyes. Now Obuyes being hounded by Sampurna, causing the timeline. Obuyes. Yes. All right, we have a delay of game. Yes. It's on Remolacho for delaying the game. Okay. So remember, that warning is not for Remolacho only, but for the whole team. So if ever any other member of Parañaque commits a delay, it will mean an automatic technical foul. Okay? Look at that. Remolacho. Oh! Public display of rejection by Mayo. Clean block.
16 seconds to shoot.
So 16 on the shot clock. Let's look at it again. Let's appreciate the athleticism of Larry John Mayo. Galit. Oh, Galit. You know what? If you look at the live action, if you see, look at the replay here. See, if you look at it in live action, you notice that the Galit, he's like applying backspin on the ball as he releases. Yes. And you know what? Ever since, through the years, Galit has really improved his physique. He has really improved his physique because if you're going to play professional basketball, there's going to be a lot of physical contact, and it's very important that you have to strengthen your body. Subrabas again, this time no, and well, I guess there was a push. Yes, there was a push by Sampurna trying to push away a Parañaque player. Yes, we saw that. Very obvious. Yarves has 5 points. Far cry from the 16 he had. Jumper on the way. Yes! Hey, that's the second triple for Obuyes here in the third quarter. Let's see, will that bump up Parañaque? Of course, it's placed like this by Sampurna that can easily, douse cold water on the rally aspirations of the opponent. Look at it again. Mayo. You see? No box out, no box out for Parañaque. So we're not surprised if Taguig is really lording it over the rebounds. Natividad. Again, the small guys are getting a good share of the rebounds. Natividad to the post, Lontok, turnaround, met by the double team. Santos is open, yes. So with two players committing to Lontok, Santos is open, nobody defending Santos. The defense was 1 second late. Yarves. 8 points now for Yarves. All right. Well, I guess Jarvis is starting to heat up. Hopefully, he can get his usual numbers. And that is the hope of the Parañaque fans. Natividad, leaner. No. Offensive rebound. Still no go, but another offensive rebound by Sampurna. Jarvis. Galit. Baseline. And an early foul given up by Gaviran. Look at this. Jarvis all day. Nobody even bothered to challenge him. And they paid dearly for it. Okay, Galit will inbound. Jarvis will receive. With Molasho. Ball is too far. They need to move the ball closer. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Jarvis, they have to fire. And the shot clock continues because the ball did not hit the rim. And it's going to be a shot clock violation for Parañaque. Yes. Like what I said, the ball, the clock did not reset. The ball hit nothing but air. Santos attacking. Natividad squaring for the shot. Oh, yes. So this is a reminder that you have to defend Natividad. Give him at least a challenge. Meanwhile, Galit. Look at that, huh? Second jump of Galit, making the 2 points possible. Down to 9, single digits. That's right, as long as Parañaque stays within single digits, they have a chance. Oh, look at that. Sampurna was too deep, but Santos keeps control. Santos, kick out. Natividad. Oh, nice cut! But, referee says, oh, a potential flagrant foul. They will review. They will review to make sure. And of course, our protocol, two teams have to be separated. They are not allowed to talk to their coaches. Yes. So now, our referees will review the video to make sure that they will get the right call. Of course, right now, a 9-point lead staring in the faces of Parañaque Smart 360. And wow! Wow! A double flagrant foul on Santos, Noel Santos, and Benedict Remolacho. So now the fouls will cancel each other out, and that will at center circle in the Remolacho. Let's see what happened here. Okay, Santos with the kick out pass. And then they get entangled. Oh,